What is up, you guys? So this week's watch list is pretty much going to be a YouTube video, just so you guys have a visual understanding of what we're waiting on and what's happening in the market, right? So let's take a look at it from here. Pretty much like we talked about before, we have a rejection on the top over here, and pretty much what we've established is that we are in an ascending broadening wedge, right? So as the wedge gets deeper, the more it increases in range, right? So we've rejected one time over here off this top trend line, 2, 3, and now finally 4 times, but we are waiting for a confirmed rejection because this can be a pullback and then a bounce off that 390 zone and just go right back up, right? Because we don't know. We're not 100% sure that we are bearish yet, right? And pretty much what's going to give it away is next week's CPI data, right? So we just got to pay attention to what's going to happen next week and how this next week's candle is going to close. The way I like to look at it on the smaller time frames, I know it's a little messy over here, but try to keep your eyes on the candles. So pretty much we have this sort of like pretty much this uptrend right over here, right? Pretty much once we break below this trend, and again, I was talking to one of my boys on the Discord about this. This 390 zone is very, very fun, man. It's a high level liquidation zone, right? And the way I notice is that, as you can see, we can even start from right here, right? Over here, price came up, soaked, and it came right back down. Big volatile move all the way from 389 down to, oh, even lower, down to 349. That's when we made the new low. From there, the rejection. Second time it happened is over here. We rejected, boom, heavily. We slammed from 390 all the way down to 370. $20 move to the downside. When we broke this 390 zone, because it's such a big wall, we pumped all the way from 390 all the way to 410, right? So it's like this level is very, very important that we need to watch, right? So pretty much I'm looking for a rejection or a bounce off of the 390 zone next week. And we have the CPI data coming out Tuesday, so that kind of makes sense. So we might consolidate a little bit on Monday and then boom, just slam or either bounce real hard, either one. But we are really close to this trend line, so it's very dangerous to go short. Like, that's why this whole week I've been very, very slow in my trades, because we are in a make or break situation in the market. So make sure you guys pay attention to this next week candle. And for intraday price action, make sure you keep an eye on that 390 zone, right? That 390, I mean, it's not that far. What are we at? 393, yeah. I mean, what, SPY moved $3 in one day on Friday, and it was considered a slow day. So expect a retest of this zone over here, because we might see some crazy action. I'm gonna remove these just so it looks a little more simple. But yeah, pretty much just draw this nice little 390 zone. And you can see the soak over here. You can see the soak over here. It looks better than bigger time frames, I believe. Yep. Look, one soak over here. You got the soak over there. And then you got the breakout through the zone over there. And now it's just been bouncing from this 390 zone. So yeah, make sure you keep an eye on that very important 390 zone. I mean, pretty much all it is just waiting for the setups. I mean, once we see the setup there, once we see the trend line break, then we can go ahead and take some long puts for entries. And bro, we got a lot of range from here below this 390 zone. Shoot, we might even break the 340 levels, and that's a $50 move. So if you take that in options perspective, I mean, if you get an out of the money put for like a good expiration, shoot, you're looking at least 100% plus returns. And that's if, of course, the play plays out correctly our way. But we're ready for both ways, you know. So if we bounce, we're going calls above this trend line, because then this trend line starts to act as support. So we'll go calls above that, and then we'll go puts above the 390 zone. So let's keep it simple, and let's make this money next week, baby. Let's get it.